Hey honey, I'm home. What's for dinner? Oh wait, I'm not home. I'm riding a motorcycle, ain't I? Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we've taken a bike ride together. What have you guys been doing? Where have you been? Man, I missed y'all so much. Tell you what, I don't know where the time goes, but it just like boo, out the window. Out the window. We got a chance today. Up here in Michigan, it's been like, oh, the last couple days been so hot, you get sticky buns just sitting in the water. Yeah, you're wet before you get in the water. It's not good. It's been so hot, but it's been raining every day. I hate to talk about the weather because all the motovloggers, that's one of the first things that comes out of their mouth. Like, well, the weather in Ohio is really rainy, but I'm riding my motorcycle anyway. Well, we're up here in Michigan, western Michigan, and it has been raining every day, and I'm a kind of biker dude that don't like to get his bike all dirty. So it sits in the garage, and I spend all my time cleaning it and stuff like that while it's raining. But if you didn't, if you didn't know, I had a severe case of poison ivy like a month ago, and I couldn't even get my pants on. If you haven't seen that video, you might want to check it out. I'll put a link right up here, yeah, there'll be a link up there. And I spent a few weeks with poison ivy, couldn't get my pants on, and then I get my pants on. We got to do a bike ride with you guys, and then the next thing you know, it rains every day. It's like, what the heck? Well, how does the guy get a break? I don't know. And then we get a couple of nice days, and I get this ground squirrel thing going on. Yeah, I made a video about defending your property. There's a link right here for that too, if you haven't seen that one. It has nothing to do with motorcycles, but the ground squirrels are bad little critters, and I still got to tell you, everything that we seen on YouTube to do to get rid of them things, none of this stuff worked. Best thing to do is just shoot them if you got a chance, because that's all I'm going to say about that. So you want to check that video out. But today it's all gloomy and gray, but it's warm and sticky, and the wife is working. I get to go on the motorcycle and talk to you guys. I'm a lucky boy. Yes sirree. Oh, there's a mud puddle. How cool. I gotta point out something. See these trees right here? It's like the middle of July, or it's in July right here. They should be all green and full of leaves. See those trees, y'all? Up there. We got a thing going on around here called gypsy moth. They're like a worm that's like that big, almost like a small snake, man. They climb them trees by the hundreds and eat the leaves out of them. Like, a lot of the trees around here are bare already because of them gypsy moths. So I just wanted to point that out to you. If I can find a picture of them, I'll show you what that is if you haven't heard of them before. They make it look like it's winter time around here when they're up in the trees eating all the leaves out. But there's still a lot of them that are green and pretty and all that good stuff. Yeah, nothing like getting sidetracked when we're having a talk, right? So what have I been up to? I don't know, let me tell you. Well, we have been up to getting our bikes ready for our vacation to Colorado, which is coming up in the end of July. We like to be ready. Shelly bought a bike lift a week ago, and I didn't make any videos of us using that because I'm going to tell you why right now. It's like, it's the first time we used it and we were a little nervous. You know, this motorcycle weighs over 900 pounds, so we didn't want to test a new jack out on this one. So we lifted up the four-wheeler first, no problem. Then we put her Sportster up on there, and it worked very well. The jack worked very well. I'll show you a picture of it right here. Yeah, right there. It worked pretty good for that. So Shelly played around with a Sportster. She took some parts off and put it back to original like it was when she got it. And then we put her Street Glide up on there just last weekend because it was raining. So like, hey, let's go out in the garage and play with motorcycles. So we put her bike up on the lift, and we're going to change the oil and the primary fluid. That's the transmission fluid for you guys that don't know about motorcycles. And we get that we get her bike up in the air and start changing the oil. You think it would take like half hour to change the oil? Well, it took like 3 or 4 hours for hers because the oil filter was stuck on there. We couldn't get it off. We had to manufacture a thing to get the oil filter off that bike with. And I did find a video on YouTube. There was several of them on how to get stuck oil filters off of motorcycles, and sticking a screwdriver through it and trying to do it that way. That's no good. Well, I think we've all done that before. All of us do it ourselves. But we took the oil filter wrench for a Harley Davidson and drilled a couple holes in it, stuck it on the end of that oil filter, and put some self-drilling screws through the holes that I drilled into the oil filter wrench. Put them self-drilling screws into the oil filter, and by golly, that oil filter just come loose with a little elbow grease. They come off, and I just decided, like, you guys don't want to see a video of some big dummy changing oil on a motorcycle that takes 3 or 4 hours wrestling with an oil filter. Them guys there out in the field working today. It's hot, boy. So I didn't make any videos of that. And we were trying to adjust the clutch on her too. Didn't have much luck with that either. I don't know what to say about that. So we didn't make any videos of that. But today we're out riding around. We do have the bikes ready to go except for the clutch adjustment on Shelly's bike. I put this one up on the stand, got the oil changed, and the little filter, we bought a filter funnel that you put underneath the oil filter, goes in the front. I'll show you a picture of it right here, or here, or here. But I put that under there on my bike, and it's supposed to catch the oil and keep it from dripping all down the front of your motor. Well, let me tell you all, I didn't know how to do it right or something, because I got the oil filter loose on my bike, and the oil like dripped all over the front of my motorcycle. Dang it, got all dirty and stinky. So when I got done changing the oil on this one, I had to go out and use a pressure washer, get all that oil out of there. It was bad. Yep. I just thought, you guys ever have one of them days when, like, or weeks, I guess one of them days you could have for weeks in a row, like me. But you ever have that problem, you know, just one thing after another, like, just doesn't go right like you planned on, and it just all stacks up? Well, that's what I've been having, just one after another. But today we got to come out and go around the block, take a little ride, get a little cool breeze flowing on you. This is like a Michigan air conditioner right here. This ride the motorcycle down the road. Michigan air conditioner. So I got a question for you guys. If you were taking a motorcycle trip to Colorado, what would you bring with you? What kind of stuff would you bring? I'm just curious, because the last trip I went on, I just took my pants and, you know, I took enough clothes to change. I didn't bring a swimming suit, no flip-flops or tennis shoes or nothing. Just wore my boots all the time, being like a bad biker dude, right? I didn't use any sunblock or any of that stuff. So I'm asking you all, to let me know in the comments on YouTube down below what kind of things you would bring with you, because we are going to be riding in the Rocky Mountains. Sometimes there's snow up there. Well, I'd like to be prepared for that. I guess a jacket would be good, wouldn't it? See, I started already. So you guys let me know what you would bring. I'd appreciate it. And what else have I been doing? Not this weekend, but in 2 weeks, 2 more weeks, there's a thing going on around here, a bike event. It's called Bike Time and Rebel Road. They're two different things that happen to go on at the same time. 2 different bike events at the same time in the same place, which makes it really huge. And one of the cool things is they block off the whole road there, and there's vendors all over the place, and you get to ride. I'm going to take you guys on a ride down that road that's all lined with bikers and motorcycles, and like there be thousands of them. I want you guys to, if you don't ride bikes, to see what that looks like. And for you guys that do ride bikes, it might remind you that you may want to go to one of those again someday. It's a lot of fun. I got another dumb question for you. You guys ever stopped at McDonald's and got food to go, and then go over to the Walmart parking lot and park there and just sit there and eat your food and see what kind of Walmart shoppers are walking around in there? You ever do that? I learned that from my mom and my dad. They did that for entertainment back in the day. So we're going to kind of do that down at Bike Time and Rebel Road with you guys, because there's some pretty colorful characters walking around there. I think we'll have a good time with that for sure. It is customary for me to stop at the little roadside parks that come up. Well, there just happens to be one right up here that we haven't stopped at before. And yeah, you guessed it, I'm feeling the urge to do a pause for the cause, y'all. So we're gonna stop and check out this brand new roadside park and see what they got to look at there. I'm just full of fun, aren't I? My son keeps telling me your videos are boring, but hey, how boring can they be if you're stopping at the roadside parks and checking out all the nice facilities they have in this state? When you have a urge for the pause for the cause, you just here gotta stop. Mr. Hitchhiker there is limping a little bit. He probably got stuck in facilities here. I bet he spent the night in there last night, probably. I should go see if he's okay. Yeah, I'm not that nice of a guy. Looks like a nice place. There's even leaves on the tree still here. How cool is that? Oh, and you know what else? You know what else? Get a little water fountain, some picnic tables up in there. And over yonder is, I think, what they call Zeke Lake. We can go take a look at that sucker too. I always wondered what that looked like. Hang on, y'all, here we go. Well, y'all, we got to see a little bit today of my little countryside. We got to ride around a little bit. We got to talk. I appreciate you guys riding along with me and watching my videos. I know some of them are pretty boring. I look at them and like, oh, I better turn that off. YouTube frowns on music, even though I'm not paid for YouTube. I could get away with it probably, and I do sometimes. But anyways, before we were so rudely interrupted, I appreciate you guys riding along with me. I really do. Otherwise, people would be thinking I'm talking to myself all the time. This motorcycle is a big old stress reliever for me. Major. So you guys should have a stress reliever too, I think. Whatever it is you like to do, you get a chance to do it, just do it. Just do it. Just go do it. You don't know if tomorrow's going to show up. Tomorrow it could be raining. You'll be stuck in the house. What are you going to do in the house all day? Yeah, you got to clean the sucker, you know. You don't get a break when it rains either. I'm going to like take you guys home so we can get some food, and I will see you guys in the next video.